These are the new best settings that you should be using right now after the recent Black Ops 6 update. Spoiler, quite literally everything has changed since I've swapped from PC to console, so lock in. If these settings help you out in any sort of way, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, click that thumbs up button, and turn notifications on so you don't miss out on my future Black Ops 6 videos. With all that being said, man, let's get into these settings. We'll be starting off with the controller settings, but real quick, I want to show you the controller I'm working with if you haven't seen yet. It is a PS5 Edge controller. Super awesome. I love this thing a lot. I got a control freak on the right stick. Yeah, it looks beat up, worn out. That's how you want it, man. I'm partnered with these folks, so use code FRIZZ, F-R-I-Z-Z, so you guys can get these bad boys. It extends the analog stick and helps you in terms of your accuracy. On the back here, we got some paddles. So with this one, I jump. Anytime you ever see me jump in a video, I'm pressing this paddle. And then anytime I'm sliding or, drop shotting, I'm pressing that paddle. And then you guys see these options right here as well, which are also super game changing. What this does is make my triggers a lot more responsive. So I don't got to press them down as much to have them work, which is just super nice and probably saved me quite a bit. And again, there's a controller. Absolutely love it. Very pricey, but very good. I also get asked about my stats on a daily basis. I never have like time or never know when to show them. So here we go. We got a settings video. I'll just show them off real quick right here. This also shows you your boy knows what he's talking about. Almost 20 days played. Are you kidding me? You guys can see we have a pretty good KD and a win-loss. There's my highest kill streak, highest kill game, all that type of good stuff if you're interested in that. Now, let's get into what y'all came for, them settings. So button and stick layout are default. Why? Because again, I have those paddles I just showed you in the back of the controller. Horizontal and vertical stick sense. So yeah, it was a 1.60 before, but dude, it felt so slow on console compared to PC. I'm gonna assume it was because of the frames. I don't have as many. So I had to bump it up, and 1.70 felt identical to the 1.60 I was previously playing on PC. So that's why I made that change. This is all off. If you wanna go ahead and swap the bumpers and triggers, be my guest, go right ahead. But again, I have those options on this controller that allow the triggers to be a lot more responsive, and it's just kind of naturally where my fingers rest anyway, so that's why I don't change it. To each their own. Again, shout out to this controller. Absolutely love it. I mean, it's very pricey, but again, I wouldn't trade it for the world, really wouldn't. Controller vibration, I recommend turning this off. There's no reason for you freaky ass to have your controller shaking and vibrating in your lap when you're in a gunfight. It's messing up your accuracy. Take it off for a week, come back and let me know what you guys think. Trigger effect, brother, this right here is detrimental. For some reason, you have full haptic on whenever you boot up the game for the first time, or like the default setting. Why? I don't know, dude. This makes your triggers super slow. It's really bad, so please make sure that is off. In terms of my dead zone, they're pretty default. I don't change them. Left and right minimum are just 7. The left stick max is 80, so basically this reduces the delay that there is in terms of running at maximum speed. So you could do it a little bit quicker when you have it at 80. I could even knock this down to a 75 if I wanted, but I just haven't. Right stick max is 100, again, pretty default. The dead zone for the triggers are both 0. Please make sure this is 0 or there's gonna be a delay in those, which again, you do not want. Going over to the aiming settings, please, hey, have on the target aim assist if you're using controller, because dude, it's super broken and OP and you can take advantage of it. The rest of this is default. Aiming advanced settings. So we got our ADS sensitivity transition timing. I don't know why this is an option, but make sure it is on instant. So what this does is instantly apply your ADS sensitivity multiplier when you go from hip fire to ADS. So the second you go from hip fire to ADS, you get your multiplier, which is what you want. You got gradual and then after the zoom, which doesn't make any sense because it's not applied like instantly when you're in your gunfight. I don't know, a dumb option. All the other CODs you've played, it's been instant and this wasn't an option. So I don't know what they're doing with that. Dynamic is my aim response curve type still, and it's at a 1.0. I'm using the same controller, so I doubt I would need to change this or experiment with it because I swapped to console. We have our custom sensitivity per zoom. This changed. So previously in my other settings video I made, I was like, yo, I'm tripping. I swear I was on a 0.70. Now I'm on a 0.75. So I'm on a 0.75 on PC. And then when I swapped to console, it felt too quick. I told you, my sensitivities felt all out of whack, all out of sort. So I knocked this down to a 0.70 and it feels like it did on PC. Very weird. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just tripping. But yeah, again, make sure that target aim assist is on. These right here are pretty default. I didn't mess with any of that. Movement settings. So dude, I was reading the comments. I knew I wasn't tripping. The movement feels all out of sorts. Super wacky. Thankfully, it's not meant to be. It's all bugged out. Of course it is. Thankfully though, hey, slide to prone works again. You got that, and then they broke something else with the movement. But these are the best movement settings until they find a way to fix that. Sprint assist, make sure that is tactical sprint assist. And this just allows you to run at maximum speed the quickest. Sprint assist delay, again, don't know why this is an option. Why would you want to delay from when you can sprint? So make sure that's 0. My sprint assist sideways and backwards are both on. Just helps you use the on-move movement a lot better. Mantle assist, I just turned this off, man. I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely hate this option because if I'm like jump shotting or I don't know, I'm in the middle of a gunfight and then I just by accident just mantle, that sucks, bro. I hate that. I just don't like that. Crouch assist, turn this off. I don't need help crouching. Corner slicing, I actually really like this option. Basically your gun kind of moves with the corners. I don't know how to explain it. It looks really nice when you're kind of using it. Slide and dive behavior, I have it on slide only. I've always had it on slide only because I don't dive whatsoever. But again, the movement's all buggy right now. People are saying to swap it. I don't know. I've always played on slide only. I've been chilling. Automatic airborne mantle, I have that off. Again, just hate automatically just mantling, bro. I hate that so much. The sprint restore and slide maintain sprint just adds more fluidity to the overall movement. So I recommend having those on. Parachute, automatic behavior, excuse me. I have this off. This just allows you to get to the ground a lot quicker before having to pull the chute, which is just going to help you just get to the ground quicker and, you know, loot up. Mantle cancels reload. I have that off. Advanced movement settings, nothing crazy. Everything's pretty much default. I have a single tap run for the tactical sprint activation. Again, just makes it a lot quicker in my opinion. You have the vehicle options there. Didn't really mess with that. Combat, I have the weapon mount activation turned off. The weapons don't move in this game. I don't need to be mounting in multiplayer. I find myself accidentally pressing down a little too hard on my aiming stick if things are getting a little tense, and then I'll auto mantle lose my gunfight. I just turn it off. You don't need it on. It's not part of the camo challenges anyways. Automatic or armor plate behavior is apply all. Everything's automatic. Hold down the triangle button for just a short time. It'll apply all the plates you missing. Really nice. C4 detonatation. So I've been using these quite a bit. I have it 1 by 1. I could do all at once, but I usually only have 1 anyway. So I'm just like, I'll throw them. I mean, maybe all at once. Maybe I could throw 2. Doo-doo. That'd be kind of nice, right? Yeah, screw it. We'll change it to that, even though I don't normally have 2. Combat advanced settings. I have tap to reload, so just press square to reload, which is nice. Camo behavior, make sure it's on independent. Paired sounds obviously very enticing, but it kind of messes with the fire rate of the weapons, which is kind of annoying. So just do independent. I think it's just a lot better when it's in your own control. And we got overlay advanced settings. Nothing crazy. Kind of left that all alone. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the controller settings. Very straightforward. I tried to skim through those as quick as possible. Next, we have graphic settings. Oh, best thing about console, you don't got a bunch of BS in your face. So I obviously play on 120 hertz refresh rate. I'm trying to make this as close as I possibly can to PC in terms of the fluidity and how smooth it is. My brightness is 55, nothing crazy there. Echo mode is off. Quality. So bro, turn off the world and weapon motion blur. You don't need this on. Here, I'll turn off the face cam so you guys can see it. Bro, look at. Why is it blurry? Why? Who wants their game to look like that? Please turn that off. It's so dumb. Depth of field, let's say field of view. Turn that off. No need for that to be on either. Fidelity FX cast. There we go. We get speak. I have this on and I have this at 85. It just sharpens the game, makes it look a little bit better. On-demand texture streaming. I do have this optimized and I'm trying to show more, but it literally is asking me if I want to reset the tab. Am I tripping? Okay, boom. I'm pressing square. I can't show you the rest. Okay, whatever. Field graphic settings I have on. Bro, I'm not afraid of spiders, even though actually I am afraid of them, but not in a video game. I have this on because I think it makes it a little bit easier to land headshots on them. Field of view is a 115, just pretty much stayed the same. It's always been like that. ADS field of view is affected. I'm so glad a console has this option because it actually makes your weapons look like they have less recoil than they really do. Weapon field of view is wide, makes a weapon look smaller so I can see outside of my weapon. I don't need my weapon to be big in front of my face for whatever reason. Third person field of view, don't play third person, it's 90. Field of view for the vehicle is wide, so it's zoomed out a lot more, which I found to be helpful. First person camera movement, least. The camera isn't shaking all the time. Same with third person right there. Inverted flashbang. So you guys can see real quick, boom. Instead of my screen going white, it goes black. It's not as straining on your eyes and it kind of reduces the effects in my opinion. Audio. So we did make a dedicated audio video. So I'll quickly go through this since I already made a video on this. Master game volume is just 50. It really does vary person to person. And if I have it any louder, it's just gonna be too loud for me. Gameplay music, raising the fire, man, who don't like the gameplay music? Go crazy. I like it. Let me turn it up a little more. Boom. Dialogue and effects. This is the most important audio. This is like call outs like, hey, UAV is inbound, or the footsteps. Crank it up, 100, 100. Cinematic music. We in a movie. Turn this off. You don't want music playing in them tense moments, bro. That just be adding too much. Enhanced headphone mode. I have this off. I don't use this. Audio mix. Again, I've been experimenting quite a bit. Sucker Punch, headphone bass boost. I feel like I should stop playing on Sucker Punch, bro, because I can't hear footsteps. I really should turn that off, but I just been using it because it's just what I'm used to as of right now. Mono audio, dude, I'm trying to show more. Just have this turned off so it separates the left and right channels. Therefore, it's not merging. If it's on, it'll just combine them both. Now you don't know where footsteps are coming from, left or right. Asymmetrical hear compensation, I have this on. I guess it just enhances the hearing. You can hear a little bit better. And then reduce the tinnitus sound. It reduces the blaring, concussion, and flash bangs, which can be annoying. My hit markers are on default. I then hear my voice chat thing so I could talk shit in game chat, even though it'll give me prox chat ban. But yeah, audio settings, pretty much standard, nothing's changed. And finally, we have my interface settings, and holy crap, I changed quite a bit here. So obviously I'm playing controller. I have all this turned off. I don't want any of that on my goddamn screen, please. Server latency, got to have this on. This game's super buggy. Same with the packet loss. Two things I've always had on, even on PC. Readability, subtitles, turn that off. Don't want to see it. My color customization. So I've been getting asked, yo, Frizz, your game looks so beautiful. I'm console, how the hell does it look so good? I recommend putting these settings on. I got filter 2, my color filter targets both, and then world and interface color intensity are both 100. It just adds more vibrance. It makes the colors stand out and more vibrant overall. It just looks beautiful. So I recommend doing that for your games as well. Gameplay HUD. So I bring all this stuff in. This is something I don't talk about too much, but I recommend doing this because you don't have to look further away to look at like your mini map or how much ammo you have or how close you are to a kill streak. It's all zoomed in. So you can quickly glance and then look at the back at the center of your screen, which is the most important part of it. I do plan the standard preset here. I recently changed this. So this right here has been a massive game changer. Oh my God. I wish I was playing like this the whole time. I scaled my mini map up. So default's 100. I brought this up to 120. So my mini map is way bigger. There are some morons who think I'm looking at another monitor, which is so inconvenient, brother. I'm looking at the mini map that's right here on my screen. So I made the mini map bigger, and now I could see so much better. The minimap gives you all the information in the world, where they're spawning, where the enemies are at, when there's a harp up. Brother, please, I want you guys to change this for yourselves. Absolute game changer. You can make it bigger if you want, but 120, which is perfect for me. Make sure your minimap is on, wait, why doesn't it show the square? There it is. Okay, so make sure your minimap is on square as well, because you get more information out of it. You could literally see that right there in those pictures. The minimap compass, turn this off. I don't use that at all. Minimap rotation is on. Turn off radar. Dude, if you have radar on, you're bugging. Turn that off. Icon scale. So this is the icons on the mini map. So when you have a harp, you can see them moving around. Pump this up a little bit, man. Put this like 110 or something. Screw it, dude. So now I'm telling you, that mini map is so important. Please make this all bigger for yourselves, man. And then you could change visibility for this other stuff. Players' names, I just have it abbreviated. I don't want to see no clan tags above their heads. I don't care for all that stuff. Backing out of that, we got crosshairs. Come all the way down here. Crosshairs. What is going on? I want to show more. Reset gameplay HUD. No, I want to show more. There's an option to show more. All right, well, thank God I memorized this stuff. So turn this on, make sure the next options are on largest. Feel free to change the color if you want, and make sure the other stuff is on, all right? That center dot is so important because it just helps you just with your centering, and you can point it where the enemies are at. You want it visible. Point that where the enemies are at. It'll help you win more of your gunfights. I think that's pretty much it, right? I don't think I'm missing anything. Cool, yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the settings. I'm sorry this is a little bit of a long-winded video. Again, everything changed. It's like a brand new settings video for me, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what sensitivity you guys are currently playing Black Ops 6 on, and that's gonna wrap up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. You guys all stay safe. Have a great day. I'm out. Deuces.